Open the RapidMiner Go site. Click on Add Data. Upload the training dataset of the cancer dataset which we have created. (455 rows and 32 columns). Click on Build a new predictive model. Choose a column to predict. So, which will obviously be diagnosis in our case. Now, you need to choose a value which is more important to predict correctly. So, we would need to specify what class we want to focus on. That is, do you want a model which predicts malignant more accurately, or a model which predicts benign more accurately? So obviously our intention would be to predict malignant more accurately. And this choice will influence our model evaluation criteria. More on this in subsequent videos. So I'll choose malignant. Have a look at this as well. The distribution of target column diagnosis. 281 benign and 174 malignant, which is fairly balanced data set, which is what is required to build a good model. We'll look at the problems created due to an imbalanced data set in subsequent videos again. And similarly for define gains and costs, we'll ignore this option for now and proceed. We'll come back to this in subsequent videos. Click on next now. So Go removes the columns that have quality issues from your data. So you can see 13 columns have been marked as questionable quality and 1 as poor quality. The ID column, so obviously it's not something to be used for input to a model, and RapidMiner Go has automatically removed it. 13 columns of questionable quality, either due to high correlation or low correlation with the target variable. Okay, for example, there is a column texture underscore SC which has a 0 correlation with the target variable diagnosis. Similarly, symmetry underscore SC, 0 correlation. So which means these values are in no way going to determine or influence the diagnosis. So if so, can we remove these columns? Yes, we can, but we don't need to. Since decision tree will automatically choose only those variables which will influence the final outcome. As we have seen in the theory part, right? Where it identifies the column that is most predictive of the target class first and uses it to split the data set. And then it continues the split with subsequent important columns. Whereas a logistic regression method, say, would require you to take some actions on columns with high correlation. So click on next here. Click on show advanced settings. So it lists you the algorithm supported by RapidMiner Go. As I mentioned, we are going to focus on decision tree and random forest only in this tutorial. But it shouldn't prevent you from running the other models and using them if it provides better results. There are advanced models like fast large margin, support vector machine, neural networks, deep learning, gradient boosted trees, etc. The advantage of RapidMiner Go here is this: you can make use of these models without knowing how they function, and you can get a good model performance also. When it comes to improving model performance or interpreting the model output, a bit of knowledge of the algorithm will come in handy though. Okay, so I'll deselect all the algorithms and select decision tree alone. I'll click on run analysis. Okay. The software now builds the model for you. It will correlate the 32 input columns with the diagnosis column, and it tries to find a pattern on what sort of values or what range of values in what fields will indicate the presence or absence of cancer. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay, we'll straight away go to the last option, which is a complete summary of the model evaluation. So this model has got 94.62% of the overall predictions right. This metric is known as accuracy, which is the most basic metric of model evaluation. Then, on this, we have something called precision, we have something called recall. There is this confusion matrix. There is something called ROC. So, before we analyze this model further, we'll look into what all these terms mean. We'll try to understand what is precision, what is recall, what is confusion matrix, what is ROC, before we come back to the model evaluation.